Build. How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Doing great. It's great to have you here. So you just finished a 24-stop nationwide tour, the Girls' Night In tour. You had the ultimate finale in Tarrytown, right, in New York on Saturday.
We sold out the show. It was nuts, and everyone from my hometown was there. So the anxiety was real before going on stage, but I feel like it was my best show at the same time.
What is it about that? I always get the same, like, if I was looking at an audience now, my mom and dad were there, suddenly I would be even, like, 10 times more nervous. But surely, like, they're watching me at home right now. But it's just, what is it about when you're in your hometown and you know, like, there's people you know that are going to be there, even though you've got hundreds of thousands of people watching on YouTube? How does it feel different for you?
It's because I feel like your subscribers or your fans, they get you. Because this tour is like your videos in real life, but my friends or even my parents, they don't totally always get what I do. Yeah. So this is like, all right, this is what I do. I hope you like it, and this is what I want to pursue.
So tell us about the Girls' Night In tour. How does it work? Because it's 5 YouTubers. You all travel the country together. I was getting my head around it. I'm like, is it like making your YouTube videos live on stage in front of the fans? Like, are you on stage together? Talk to me about the dynamic of it.
It's a little bit what we do put on our YouTube channels and also what we don't put on our YouTube channels, what you can't get on the internet. So it's last year the girls they wanted to do it all together. They wanted it to feel like one big sleepover, all hanging out. But this year we wanted to make it more varied, unpredictable. So we had us all in the beginning, and we still had that form of like, hey, we're an awesome group of really different girls, but at the same time, we had all these individual segments where we each got to bring something totally different. And I had like young girls be like, oh, I go to concerts and I listen to their music and it's great, but this is unlike anything because you don't know what's coming next, and it's very different.
It's like a variety show of all your favorite YouTubers.
Basically.
And so that was curated by Fullscreen. Did you all know each other before the tour? Did Fullscreen like handpick 5 YouTubers that they knew would be friends already, or was the tour the first time you all met?
It was the first time we all met, and it's actually nuts for me because probably 2 years ago, we found like tweets and Instagram posts where I'm literally fangirling over the girls I'm on tour with now. It's nuts.
From you?
Yeah, from me.
It's amazing.
Yeah, and then when I found out, I was like, wow, this is insane. These are the people I looked up to, the people that like literally inspired me to make a YouTube channel, and I'm on stage with them. Like, it's nuts.
That's like such a reality check, I'm sure, for you. So you went to 24 different states, correct? How many weeks were you on tour for?
6 weeks.
Okay. Yes. And what was the hardest lesson then you learned on tour?
It was hard to keep track of your belongings. That was hard.
Yeah, I'm so bad for that.
You kind of learned it was cool because I liked learning about the different cities, and each crowd brought something different. For example, like Canada, they were very polite, and they would only scream when they felt like they needed to. You learned to kind of adjust to that.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's so funny. So it's good to know that the Canadians are very mannerly. So when you're on stage, I'm like, good to know because I will go there just to have it proven correct. Jessie, then when you're on stage, we know you play electric guitar. What's your performance like? Is it just the guitar? Do you talk to the crowd? What can we expect from you if we saw you on stage on the Girls' Night In tour?
So I start off very similar to my YouTube channel, lots of sarcastic jokes and playing around, interacting with the audience, kind of getting them like, hey, this is Jessie, this is me, hi, this is my personality. And eventually it kind of builds up to the guitar. So I start playing some of my favorite music, we do a little dance party, and I kind of like, I set it up. I have this little like almost sarcastic joke where I'm like, oh, what instrument would you guys want me to play? And they're like, guitar. And I'm like, what? I play the triangle.
I just have the mandolin. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry, you're going to get the triangle today. Yeah. And then I kind of build it up, and then no one expects the guitar to come. And then
so they fall for it. They're like, oh, she's actually not going to play it for us.
They think I'm going to have a triangle tour next year, so...
Who knows? Just plant the seed out there. It could all happen. So talk to me a bit about your music background then, because electric guitar, like it's not, for a lot of women, there's like been Joan Jett and various other very successful females who do play it, but it's not one that we see often. So how did you decide that was one you were going to pick? Because it's incredible.
Growing up, my dad had me listen to Pink Floyd and Heart and all this electric guitar, classic rock, and I personally fell in love. Then he started learning guitar, and he brought it onto me, and he just kind of taught me and started playing with me. And then I took it to my own because I loved it so much, and I researched it on the computer, and I basically taught myself. And I've always like loved music anyways. I did handbells, chorus, plays, even though that's like totally unrelated to like rock and stuff. And I basically just practiced myself, developed my own style that I really liked, and went full in for it. But performing it was insane to me because I practiced basically by myself all the time. At like 11, I don't show anyone. My best friends haven't seen it. My parents have barely seen it. Literally, after my dad saw the show, he's like, I didn't know you were that good at guitar.
That's so funny. My little sister was the same. When she was like 4, she was in a little play, and she wouldn't practice for anyone, and then we all go, and she has like a little mini soprano voice. See, it's just, there's something about proving to your family. And so musically wise, like what artists do you look up to? Who did you grow up listening to?
Growing up, well, I listened to, it's kind of weird. I listened to like Hannah Montana and Pink Floyd and Billy Joel, like just like the weirdest.
Miley Cyrus would love that though. She's like, she could probably relate.
I could see her totally loving that. And then growing up, I started to get more into like alternative, Muse, Black Keys, when I especially started playing guitar because that's so much fun playing guitar as well. And I just love those artists live as well. And I don't know, it kind of developed more into what I like and also modern rock because I do like that type of modern music, which probably came from like Hannah Montana and liking Justin Timberlake, but I also do like rock.
Yeah. Like Taylor Momsen, Pretty Reckless.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I can see it now. So do you have any aspirations then to like, do you sing? I saw an interview with you where you said you used to sing. Do you still sing and play or how's the voice these days, Jessie?
I don't sing enough to know. I'm this type of person. I'm so reserved. I'm like scared. I'm like, what if I can't sing anymore? I sang when I was little. I was actually Gabriella in High School Musical. Don't know how that happened. I was so shy. I had auditioned with my best friend singing behind me. I don't know how I got the part.
They saw it in the flesh, Gabriella. And what about Troy?
Troy actually was played by a girl.
Okay.
That was interesting.
Good times, good memories, fun memories. So let's just take it back to the very beginning. So you've been how many years have you been making YouTube videos for? 2, isn't it?
2 years.
How did you decide? Was there like a certain moment or a certain video that you saw that really motivated you to pick up a camera and give it a go?
I had been watching YouTubers for years before. I actually asked for a camera when I was in 7th grade because I wanted to make YouTube videos, but it gave me a picture camera instead, and I was like, oh, thank you. But
Slow and steady. Yeah. You got there.
Yeah, I was like too shy to actually be like, hey, I want to post videos on YouTube, especially at that time. It was just unheard of. Like Bethany Moda, who has like 10 million subscribers now, at the time she had like 200K or something, and that was considered huge, big.
Yeah. So who were the other ones that you were watching? So Bethany Moda, any others that really motivated?
Those girls that I'm on tour with. Yeah.
So surreal.
I don't know if you know the BeautyCon events, but
yes, I do. We've heard of them.
Yeah, I met Alicia, the girl right there.
Blonde girl, isn't she?
Blonde
the one
girl.
In the middle, yeah.
I met Alicia at BeautyCon New York. Freaked out over her. Tweeted her twice. Took a picture, like was too nervous to come up to her. And then I'm like, hey, we're living together for 6 weeks. That's nuts. And now we're like best friends. It's crazy. And we look back at it and we laugh and we think it's cute.
So tell me more about the girls then. We've got Alicia Marie, Nikki and Gabby, and Alison Stoner. Are you all now, after the 6 weeks, really close? Do you know more about each other? So what's going on with them in the YouTube world?
We still have a group message that's going on and on and on where we just basically keep talking about how we miss each other. It's really sad, actually. Yeah, we got so close. It's funny because we all met during the shoot and our personalities instantly clicked so much. We don't fight. We get along so well. I literally feel like I feel like they're like my older sisters after this. We say this all the time. It's just, I feel really fortunate that they just accepted me like this, and we all accepted each other. Even though we're all so different, we still get along so well and bring something different.
And did you do many YouTube collaborations while you're on tour for your own channels?
We did do a YouTube collaboration, all of us together except for Allison, to promote the tour. We did like a squad collab because we wanted to seem this like awesome squad together.
Awesome. So then going back to the very beginning, what was your first video then that you did finally decide to post? And I want to know exactly what was going through your head before you pressed the upload button.
It's so unlike me. Like the videos I do now, they're just very personality based. But back then, I was very into like Bethany Moda and DIYs, and I was also still very hidden and didn't want to show my personality to the internet. So I would just do like outfits and just do music and like absolutely no talking or anything. I did New Year's outfits, filmed it on a horrible quality camera. I think I filmed it on my MacBook, which is, don't ever do that. It's
I've
horrible.
done it. It's okay. Trial and error. It won't happen again.
Oh, yeah. And the whole thing's out of focus. I got copyrighted for the music.
Everything that could have gone wrong did go wrong.
Yeah.
You learned all the lessons at the very beginning.
Yeah.
So how many views did the first video get?
As of now, I don't know, but I remember it got 50 views, and I thought
Okay.
I was Beyonce.
You were Beyonce.
I
Let's
was.
be real.
Yeah.
Let's be real. So what was the first video then that you posted that was one that really catapulted you to a bigger viewership?
Oh, it wasn't one video. It was really, there was last summer, I decided, I moved to a new school, I felt really lonely, and I'd been kind of drifting from my friends and becoming more independent, and I wanted something that made me independent because I had such outgoing best friends and I was so shy. So I started working insanely hard on my YouTube channel, started like bringing personality into it, like, hey, like my hair, it looks like mermaid hair and all this like crazy weird stuff, yeah.
Hey, my hair.
And I feel like it really went off when I started, people felt like, hey, this isn't just another girl doing DIYs, this is Jessie Paege, you know what I mean?
Because now you're almost at 1 million subscribers. What are you?
Crazy.
You're on 900. I checked today. 982,000 subscribers.
That's nuts. Wow.
Yes, a round of applause
you.
for Jessie. In 2 years, though, that's the crazy part. In 2
nice.
years, you just picked up your MacBook, started recording, and now you almost have 1 million subs. What are you gonna do to celebrate your 1 million subscribers? Are you gonna make a video? What's the video gonna be?
I definitely want to do a video. I have like a whole list. I don't think I'm going to be able to do. I want to do like bungee jumping off of a bridge or something crazy. And I want to, honestly, they have these really, this is embarrassing, they have these really cute like number balloons and letter balloons. And I want to take like a little photo shoot with the 1M balloon.
Yes. Or you could do like a bucket list before you hit 1 million subs.
Yes.
Like
do
10 things I want to do before I hit 1 million subscribers and I'm just too famous to go outside. It should happen. So talk to me a bit about it as well. You do some acting. I know you're in a series that's about to come out on Go90 called Guidance.
Yeah.
So how did you get involved in that? And it's already an existing series, but this season 2 is going to be different, right?
Yeah. Again, everything seems to start with me being a fangirl. I loved the first season, and they sent me the audition because the character, not only is like the character, I love the show and stuff like that, but the character I relate to, I feel like it's very much my personality. They literally sent my YouTube videos as part of the audition. They were like, wow, this girl would fit perfectly. And I like filmed this tape. I never auditioned before, and I just randomly went to some blue wall, filmed my own self-tape, and I expected absolutely nothing of it. And they sent me that I got a part, and I freaked out.
What can you tell us about your role?
She's a drummer, which I love bands, I love music, so I freaked out over.
Learning a new instrument then.
Yes, I actually did get to learn. Like, I learned how to fake drums, but I also learned real drums from that.
That's good. That's good.
I actually really also like, because I'm in this band and they actually recorded music for it, I actually really like the music. I play it all the time. Good music too. I'm like, good show, good music, this is too good.
Learning all around. So I watched a little bit of the first season, and one of the things that they talk about it is like there's like a photo leak, and it talks, I guess, about some of the more hardships about being a famous personality online. So is that kind of same element going to be running through season 2?
It's actually a totally different vibe. There's barely anything with the whole like online star internet personality idea. It's more drama and relatable teen angst. It's kind of comparable, in my opinion, to like Degrassi.
Huh.
Yeah, with that type
Oh.
of crazy drama.
Drake will be watching.
I hope.
Pop in my show.
I would freak out.
Just in general, though, like with that whole area about being like successful and famous online, and you know, Go90 also has a show called Tagged, where like
Yes.
people are tagged and then they're hunted down by someone and injured or whatever it is. Like, what are your tips then, as like a YouTuber, to kind of like, as something as basic as trolling, to like rise above that and not let it hurt you?
it's hard for everyone. Even girls on the tour bus, I'll see them scrolling through comments. I'm like, hey, you know what? You're better than this. Obviously, it's hard to realize this, but most of the comments are nice. Or even if they aren't, if you have those people that support you and understand you, it's okay. Because you can't understand everyone. You can't appreciate everyone for what they are. Everyone is different ways they think, different ways they view things. And also, a lot of the times when people write these horrible comments and things, it's coming from something bad going on with themselves versus something with you. And maybe I come off very confident in my videos, and certain subscribers, find that inspiring, but other people might take that as being like, oh, that feels so insecure. Like, I just want to bring this girl down. I want to feel like I'm not alone like this. I want other people to feel like this.
Yeah. And you're so right in thinking that, but did that take you a while to get to that level of understanding? Like, I'm sure at first, like, even when I first started doing anything that went on the internet, I would always read the comments, and I would literally be heartbroken. My sister, who was like 12 at the time, talking about her again, she'd be delighted, set up fake YouTube accounts to like talk back to them and be like, you shouldn't say that. But now I go, and if ever I read a bad comment, I laugh. And
really?
Because it's like you can't take it personally. So like, how did you process that, and how did you come to the understanding of that, like, it is just an insecurity thing on their side and it doesn't actually matter?
It really came to finally really putting myself out there and connecting to people. And when I read some of these comments, when I felt like I was really proud of what I was putting out there, and when other people appreciated what I was putting out there, even if it's just that one really nice comment, I'm like, okay, this is me. And even though other people aren't going to agree with this, and me putting myself out there like this, there's this one person that I'm really touching that really just relates to everything I'm saying. And I don't know, once I was really proud of what I was putting out there and just not holding back, I feel like that's because the worst thing is to let the hate control you and to change your videos because you want to appeal to those people. And I feel like once I just stopped appealing to those people and trying to act a way that I'm not, I just felt better. I'm like, hey, you know what? If they don't like me, fine. There are people that really do relate, and I'm able to, even if it's just one person, touch them, make them feel like they're not alone.
And confidence is a thing that you discuss regularly in your videos. Why do you think that's super important to put out there?
A lot of my subscribers are like middle school, high school, and I was that super shy, I was not confident at all.
Yeah, I read some quote that you said something like, you're just a super shy, insecure mermaid. And I was like, it's so cute and not true. But how did you grow into that, and why is that important to put it out there?
It's important because for me, I could never voice that to other people that I was shy or insecure. I would just go home and just be really upset and go and watch TV and forget about all my issues and things like that and not talk about them. But if someone else talks about them, you're like, hey, this is, I should address this. I can't live like this. I deserve to feel better. And there are other people that have gone through this, and they can change. I can change. And
in terms then of your image, we discussed briefly her pink hair. You just got it redone yesterday, is it?
Super bright.
You're naturally my hair color, aren't you? So what made you decide to like take the plunge and go like full on mermaid style? And how does it affect your fan base and your videos in terms of your hair and your outfits?
I asked actually a ton of YouTubers, because especially my friend Nikki I'm on tour with, she had blue hair, all blue before. I asked her and I was like, I've always wanted to do this. It was one of those things where I wanted to do, but out of not being confident, I didn't do. So after, she's like, you should do it. I felt so much better after. Yes, some of my parents didn't really like it at first, but
some of your parents, some of your 10 parents.
But I felt so much better after, and it's what I wanted. And she was trying to create this like clean cutter image that just isn't her. She wants to have a bit of fun and be different, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna try it. And I felt literally 10 times better after. I was like, I feel like I should have been born with pink hair. Like, I don't know. And my subscribers, honestly, some of them didn't like it at first, but it's become almost like a brand thing where they identify with it as being like, well, like mermaid hair, but also something that like fits my personality, and even like it's a joke. We have inside jokes and things like that.
Have many fans gone and dyed their hair pink since seeing you? Have you seen pics?
Yes. There were 2 girls at our New Jersey show, and they went on stage for one of Alicia's segments, and they had little like Jessie Paege shirts, And the day before, it was so cute. The day
On stage
before,
for the Alicia segment with a Jessie Paege shirt. You're
Yeah,
just
I
like,
know.
yes, from the side of the stage.
And they said the day before they died, they both had like blonde hair. They dyed the ends of their hair pink. It was so cute. I've seen a lot of that. Even like I'm at a fan account. She had bright pink hair too. She's like, you inspired me. I'm like, wow, thank you. I mean, I'm sure. And they're like, a lot of my subscribers, I realize when I meet them, they're very shy. So when I see this really shy girl and her with like this bright pink hair, I'm like, that probably was so hard for her. I'm so happy.
Inspirational. And it's just so relatable as well because they see you and you openly talk about how you are insecure sometimes or you do feel shy sometimes. So yeah, it's about installing that courage. And so for the rest of 2016, once you hit the 1 million subscribers, what else is to come from Jessie Paege?
Well, I definitely need a break, a really long break.
Yeah, what have you been putting off since being on tour that you can now get stuck into again?
Washing my hair every day. Lots of stuff like that. But also, well, filming videos. An interesting thing is we all pre-film videos before tour. And that was hard. 6 videos to pre-film. And also do the videos you normally do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. So definitely want to get back into really working on YouTube, especially when I'm at home. I feel like I work like crazy. Also, I'm still in school. Not like I do online school, so I definitely really want to work hard at that as well. I want to see my family, my dogs. Yeah, and just really be at home for a bit and kind of feel normal after that. So that I'm like, hey, you know what? You worked to get here, and you're going to keep working and keep pleasing your subscribers.
And we're going to open up to now some audience questions. But really quick, I'm curious of like, so you do YouTube, and then of course there's like all these other platforms. You got Snapchat, Instagram, Insta Video, Tumblr, Vine. Yeah. So you've established yourself firmly on YouTube. But now that there's like, say, a lot of things like Go90 that have YouTube stars on it, what do you see for the future of, I guess, digital media and YouTube in general? What is the one app do you think that's really going to take over?
Currently, I didn't see this coming. Musical.ly has been taking over like no other.
What is that? Just for anyone who doesn't know what music, I haven't tried it yet. So how would you describe what Musical.ly is?
I don't really get it either. It's very young, I've realized, but also like Jason Derulo is sponsored by it. It's basically, it's lip syncing for 6 seconds. I don't know.
It's like a karaoke Vine that you're not actually singing
Vine,
in.
Yeah.
So you can pretend to be an amazing good singer in a Vine karaoke.
But it's crazy. People, they go on YouTube after these Musical.ly stars and get like 1 million subscribers. It's nuts. Like,
so they're doing it backwards, and you're just like, I worked for this.
Yeah.
Oh, I must try that out. Okay. So we're going to open it up now. Any audience questions?
Hello, Jessie.
Hi.
I actually have 2 questions. I wanted to know, what is your favorite YouTube viral video? And I also wanted to know, you know how there's these challenges like the Kylie Jenner lip challenge? If you could create your own challenge, what would it be like?
Can you repeat the first question?
The first one, your favorite YouTube viral video, right?
YouTube
viral video. What's your favorite viral video on YouTube?
That's a really good question. This didn't go too viral, but Troye Sivan did a music video, and he wrote a song called The Fault in Our Stars, and he visited a cancer hospital and did the music video with them. It's actually one of the sweetest things.
Was it for the movie?
It wasn't even for the movie. He just did it on his own. It was so sweet. He sang it to them. He's just like making their day and making them really happy in the video. It's really sweet.
We had Troye Sivan on Build actually a few weeks ago.
Oh, fangirls.
And what was the second question? It was about the challenges on YouTube, is it?
Yeah, if you could create your own challenge, what would it be?
So if you created one, did you?
I do. One of my favorites, I did it with, I don't know if you know Collins Key, but we basically recreated YouTube thumbnails together. It was fun. I'd like to do like a deep challenge, like something like what Troye Sivan did for a challenge. I don't really know how, but
listen, you've got time off now. No pressure, but you will think of a great challenge.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
Hey, Jessie, I love so much that you're a fangirl because I'm such a fangirl, and obviously it worked out for you, but for me, sometimes I get like insecure about it. I'm like, why do I care about celebrities? Like, is this silly and stuff? So do you have any advice for people who like might be a little insecure about fangirling?
Yeah, for sure. I still do, especially when I'm around like these other YouTubers and I'm like, should I be fangirling? But I think if I see another YouTuber fangirling over me or even just another person, honestly, it doesn't feel like weird, or it feels almost like you're meeting a friend sometimes, because it means they know you and they understand you. And sometimes I get insecure because a fangirl typically is the connotation of, oh, you're below the person, but
Yeah.
I don't like to think of it that way. Like, I like to think like, hey, I like you, I like your work, and I appreciate you. Like, thank you for influencing society and the world. You know what I mean?
And without the fans, it's like you are what you are because of the fans. So it's more like they're friends rather than fans in many ways.
Exactly.
Any other questions?
Hi. What is somebody you'd like really, really love to collaborate with on a video? Like somebody you maybe wouldn't expect or something like that?
Well, I always wanted to collab with these girls on tour. They do like crazy videography and stuff, so I was obsessed, and also I just love their style. But I also really love a lot of the internet personalities like Connor Franta, Troye Sivan, and I also really like how they can really touch on serious subjects. So I would love to do that, especially because they really talk about equality a lot, and I really appreciate that. They have a really strong voice with that.
Yeah. What other issues are you super passionate about that you'd want to in the say few months to come to make videos about or collaborative videos about?
Definitely. I tweet a lot about feminism, and my subscribers actually really like it and relate to it. And especially with playing electric guitar, because honestly, I was partly scared to play electric guitar because for some reason I'll be watching covers on YouTube, and the top comment will be like, only men should play electric guitar. And I'm like, that's gross. But at the same time, I hated it, but I let it impact me, and I've realized I really shouldn't let that impact me.
Yeah, I saw a video actually you made about saying that some guy said something about it to you before.
Yeah.
Is there a story behind that you can tell us?
It was in school. I actually had a jazz band. I wasn't playing like too intensive guitar solos because it was jazz band, but but I don't know, he was just saying I should play acoustic instead because electric is more associated with,
He was just watching too many Taylor Swift videos.
Yeah, probably.
It's like, look who's laughing now, eh?
Yeah, I'm like, have you heard of Heart?
He probably hasn't, you see.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Well, Jessie, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank
and
you.
best of luck with everything. And we can't wait till you hit 1 million subscribers. And I'm sure
So
everyone
much.
here is going to help you get to do that. So thank you so much, and best of luck with the year to come.
It was so much fun. Thank you so much.
Right.